we need to come up with an equation of a line. What is an equation of a line written in slope-intercept form? Y equals, everybody. So in order to come up with the equation, we have to replace M and we have to replace B. In this question, we're told that the equation of the line you need to come up with is perpendicular to this line and has the same y-intercept as this line. So what's the first thing you need to find? If it's perpendicular to this line, what do you know about the slopes if they're perpendicular? Slopes are negative reciprocals. Okay, so we need to figure out, well, what is the slope of this line? Can you figure out the slope just by looking at the equation? No, it's not in slope-intercept form. So your first step is you have to rearrange this equation to isolate y. We need to put it in slope-intercept form. Negative 3y equals, what does positive 4x become? Negative 4x, and negative 2 becomes, so we have to divide everything by negative 3 because we're trying to isolate y. So y is equal to, what's negative 4 over negative 3? A negative and a negative is, leave it as a fraction because you need to write the reciprocal of it. So you have to leave it as a fraction. And then a positive and a negative. Okay, so what is the slope of this line? Now that it's put in slope-intercept form, you can identify the slope. So what is the slope? Yes? 4 over 3. Now we need to come up with an equation of a line that's perpendicular to this. So when I write my new equation, what should I write as the slope? If it's perpendicular, what should the new slope be? Good. Negative 3 over 4, why? Because in order for them to be perpendicular, their slopes have to be negative reciprocals. One's positive, the other one's negative, and we write the reciprocal. So we figured out M. Now we have to figure out B in order to write the equation. It has the same y-intercept as this line. So how do you find the y-intercept? We can set x equal to 0 and solve for y. Okay, so let's just quickly do this. 3 times 0. What's 3 times 0? So I have 4y equals negative 12, and we do what to both sides? Divide by 4. So y equals negative 3. If that's the y-intercept, which variable does that represent in my equation of a line? B. So we now have M and we now have B. Can you write the equation of this new line? What's the equation of the new line? Minus 3 was good. Okay, slope and y-intercept. The y-intercept was negative 3. Good. Okay, so that's the equation of the new line.